Welcome to your new Shadow Sister healing video. This is a sacred space for shadow love, and I'm trying to bring you healing in my weekly Sunday readings. Today, the healing comes with this secret language of your soul. Oracle deck, I'm gonna pull this live in this reading. As well, I have put this kind of Witchess cauldron on here. It's nice to have this like a live smoke. What else? Today's Lost and Found Faust in Labyrinth. We go to the Auerbach's Tavern in Leipzig and in Witch's kitchen. I have to do these readings Saturday. Today's Saturday when I do this reading, so I had no time to draw new illustrations. I would have loved to do it, but every time this happens, I just have to do the reading when it's still light, and so I took from the old cards, and these are now your cards for these chapters. So pile number one, let's introduce, is this. Very autumn-like, nicely. I'm really happy. Like randomly I picked these cards, and this is totally fitting to the autumn. All these trees are now yellow and red and so on. But this is the pile number one. There is this Wunjo rune. These are all selection points you can have this reading. Heart chakra, green aventurine. Then there is number 20, this kind of witchy card. And you will get the Ukonpakka Finnish deck for your reading. And today I'm gonna use this kind of Arcadia Goddess spread where I sense what's kind of going on in the world. I'm gonna use my all senses to bring you this reading. Let's see what kind of reading becomes, but there's some pre-selected cards, but there's also this live as well. In the reading, I will pick also these current feelings of your person. So pile number two, we have this kind of card. First card, we have Raidho, then Sacral Chakra, Cornelian. This kind of number 15 witchy card is officially Season of the Witch. And let's see, I didn't saw what was the pile number one, bottom of the deck, sometimes can be good selection point. So there's 2 of wands is bottom of the deck, while in pile number 2, bottom of the deck is Devil card. Very interesting because this is the same number on the other side, so 15 is already repeating. Then pile number 3, we have this as a selection point. We have this kind of Eihwaz, Tiwaz, and my joker crystal from Romania, Labradorite. And you have this kind of number 4 witchy card, my own tarot deck, Shadow Sister healing deck. And on the bottom of the deck is Queen of Swords, the Book of Shadows. So this will be your selection point. What else? Yes, I'm gonna start not reading and just follow your intuition, and that is then for you. And if more piles call for you, of course you're welcome to look all of them. I'm creating timestamps, and you can directly go in description to the reading you wanna see. See you soon. Welcome to your reading, pile number one. You have this kind of witchy card, very much looking like a hermit. And I immediately think about the Gandalf also. There's some kind of interesting alone energy. To be alone and really take time to yourself. But let's see. Interesting, this kind of elf couple card is here. So if we have any twin flames here, it's something about being wise elf, kind of. This is very fitting to that kind of handling things with the wisdom. And yes, heart chakra anyway is always the Fake the love, but be the real lover. Let's read now your Faust. Before we do anything else. So we have this whole chapter of Auerbach for the pile number 1. So, a group of merrymakers. Frosch, why don't you laugh? Where are your glasses? Just staring, just sitting on your asses. A set of bright sparks, I must say. By God, you are all damp Skypes today. Brander, that's your fault. Why not show your famous wit? Some damn fool trick, some silly piece of shit. Frosch, pouring a glass of wine over his head. Here's both at once. Brander, twice filthy swine. Frosch, well, it was your idea, not mine. Siebel, this is all group of drunk men. No quarreling, or we will chuck you out. Let's have a song, my hearties. Swick and shout, come holla ho. Altmaier, give me earplugs. This fellow, he's busting me for good with his great below. Siebel, it's got to make the vault resound. It got to make the vault resound. If it's to be the true basso profondo sound. Frost, right, out goes anyone who takes offense. Tra-la-la-la-la. Altmaier, la-la-la-la-la. Frost, we are in good voice commands. And sings, the Holy Roman Empire, we all love it so, but how it holds together, that's what we don't know. Brander, a filthy song, shame, a political song, a tedious song, my lads, thank God in daily prayer that running the empire isn't your affair. I reckon it's a blessing anyway, that I'm not emperor or chancellor today. But someone here must be the boss. Let's choose a pope to lord it over us. Come, you all know the rules as well as I, and what a chap must do to qualify. Frosch sings, fly away, nightingale, my pretty sweeting, sing to my darling and bring her my greeting. Siebel, no greeting, damn all sweethearts. Frosch, greeting and kisses she shall have from me. Oh, let me in, the moon is high, oh, let me in, my love, 'tis I, by break of day I'll be away. Siebel, all right then, sing and sing her praises, one fine day. I'll have the laugh on you, my friend. She double-crossed me, as she will you in the end. May some randy hobgoblin be her Romeo, canoring with her at the crossroads. May some old goat bleat good night to her on his way, home from the Witchess' Sabbath, go and serenade her then. Real flesh and blood, real decent shops like us are much too good for such a... You make me sick. I'd serenade her windows with a brick. Brander banging on the table. Gentlemen, pay attention if you please. I'm a man of the world, as you will allow. We have love-sick folk among us, and for these civility dictates that I must now sing them a good night song as I know how. So listen to my fashionable strain, and all join heartily in the refrain. He sings, down in the cellar there lived a rat, where it was dark and smelly. It lived on butter, and it got as fat as Dr. Luther's belly. The cook put down some poison or cheese. The rat began to choke and wheeze. You would have thought it was in love. Chorus gleefully, you would have thought it was in love. Brander, it raced around, it rushed outdoors, and drank from every drain, oh. It scratched the walls and gnawed the floors, but all its rage was vain, oh. It leapt and hopped in mortal fear. The poor beast knew its end was near. You would have thought it was in love. Chorus, you would have thought it was in love. Brander then took the kitchen by broad day. In terror it covered, and there beside the fire it lay, and sadly switched and snorted. The cruel cook, she laughed and said, I cooked this goose, he will soon be dead. You would have thought he was in love. Chorus, you would have thought he was in love. Sibyl, what's the great joke then? Vulgar louds, a very noble art to lay down rat bane for those wretched brutes. Brander, you are rat fancier, I dare say, aristocrat. Altmaier, this pot bounce with his balding bait, cross love has made him meek and tame. He sympathizes with the fate of the poor swollen rat. Aristocrat. It feels and looks the same. And now, in this chapter, enters the Faust and Mephistopheles devil into this bar. Mephistopheles, the first thing now that I must do is finding good company for you. Life can be so easily be fun. These folk have made it one long feast and one long joke, with little wit but with much pleasure. Round in this narrow ring they dance they measure, like kittens chasing their own tails, so long as their headache is not too bad, and drinks on credit can be had. This carefree idyll never fails. Brander, those two are travellers, you can see. That's why they are acting so peculiarly. They've only just arrived, I guess. Frosch, you're right. One up to Leipzig. It's no less a town than Paris. Living here, here's an education. Siebel, who are our visitors? What do you think? Frosch, leave it to me. They'll have a glass to drink, and then they will talk. I'll soon extract the truth. I'll tweak it out of them like a young kid's milk tooth. They are from a noble family, I'd swear. They have got an arrogant, ill-tempered air. Brander, I think they are traders. Come here for the fair. Altmaier, could be. Frosch, watch me. I'll find out who and what and when. Mephistopheles to Faust. The common people never know the devil even when they are caught him. They caught him. Faust, good evening, gentlemen. Siebel, and we wish you both the same. And then saying with undertone about Mephistopheles, what's wrong with his foot? The fellow's lame. Mephistopheles, may we join you perhaps and sit down here to make up for the wine's inferior quality? We shall be glad to have your company. Altmaier, you seem to have a jaded palate, sir. Frosch, you were late leaving Ripach, I dare say. You dined there with Hans Ars, no doubt. Mephistopheles, we didn't visit him today, but last time there was much to talk about. We spoke of each of your length and sends most cordial greetings to his Leipzig friends. Altmaier, aside to Frosch, that's one for you. Siebel, a wily customer. Altmaier, I'll bet he knows thing or two. Frosch, just wait, I'll get him yet. Mephistopheles, did we not hear, if I'm not wrong, a group of practiced voiced joined in song? It must be rare treat to sing, with this fine vault re-echoing. Frosch, no doubt you have a virtuoso skill. Mephistopheles, alas, no little aptitude, but much goodwill. Altmaier, give us a song. Mephistopheles, it must amuse you. I've quite a repertoire. Siebel, but sing one that's brand new. Mephistopheles, we just been traveling in Spain. A fine country, the land of song and wine. There was a king reigned over us. He had a great big flea. Mephistopheles is singing this. Frosch, hear that? A flea. Let's listen to the rest. A flea's cheerful song. Sort of quest. Guest. Mephistopheles. There was a king reigned over us. He had a great big flea. He loved it as father does, and that was plain to see. He called his tailor and said, there, now show what you can do. This lord must have some clothes to wear. He must have breeches too. Brander, but tell the tailor, mark well what we've said. Measure exactly, see to it, those breeches are a perfect fit. One crease and off will come your head. Mephistopheles. So now the flea was richly dressed in velvet and in silk, with stars and crosses on his chest, like others of his ilk. The king he made him minister, and soon, as I've heard tell, his cousin at the court they were all ministers as well. The Courtiers then did course and groan, flea-bitten one and all. Then Queen was bitten on her throne, the servants in the hall, yet no one dared to kill those fleas, or dared to make a fuss, but we can pick them off and squeeze them dead when they bite us. And Chorus gleefully, but we can pick them off and squeeze them dead when they bite us. Frost, bravo, bravo, that was fine. Siebel, destruction to all fleas, I say. Brander, catch 'em and quiz 'em, that's the way. Altmaier, 3 cheers for liberty, 3 cheers for wine. Mephistopheles, I'd gladly drink to a toast to liberty if one you had wines of better quality. Siebel, now that's enough from you, Mr. Pennicetti. Mephistopheles, the landlord wouldn't like it, I'm afraid, or I'll invite these worldly guests to try a vintage from our own supply. Siebel, I'll deal with the landlord, go ahead. Frost, a glass the best wines gift we will thank you for, but till our mouths full, if you please. If I'm to play the connoisseur, large samples stimulate my expertise. Altmaier aside, they are from the Rhineland, that's quite clear. Mephistopheles, fetch me a borer. Brander, what would you want that for? Do you have your wine cask just outside the door? Altmaier, the landlord's got toolbox over here. Mephistopheles, taking the borer. Now, which wine do you fancy? Frost, what? Have you a whole variety? Mephistopheles, you are free to choose. We have the lot. Altmaier to Frost, now you begin to lick your lips here. Hehe. Frost, well, heck will suit me if the choice is mine. Homegrown products are best. God bless the Rhine. Mephistopheles, boring a hole in the edge of the table where Frost is sitting. Now, find wax and make some stoppers, quick. Altmaier, oh, this is some old conjuring trick. Mephistopheles to Brander, and you? Brander, I'll have champagne if you don't mind. The very finest, the real bubbly kind. Mephistopheles bores meanwhile one of the others has made the wax stoppers and pushes them into the holes. Foreigners have their uses, I suppose. Home's best, but some good things just can't be had. A Frenchman stinks in every decent German's nose, but when one's drinking, well, there's wine is not bad. Siebel, as Mephistopheles comes to his place, I must confess, dry wines are not for me. Give me a glass of something really sweet. Mephistopheles is drilling on like a boring. With this drill, Tokay shall flow for you, just keep your seat. Altmaier, gentlemen, tell me honestly, you are surely just playing a joke on us. Mephistopheles, come. In such noble company, that would be most discourteous. So tell me, without more ado, what wine can I now offer you? Altmaier, any you like, let's not waste time. The holes are all bored and stopped up. This is some weird thing is happening there, but okay, I'm gonna read this whole chapter. Maybe it makes sense. Devil's tricks in a bar. Mephistopheles with strange gestures. Grapes grow on the vine. Horns on the goat are mine. Wooden the wine stem. Grapes from wood. Wine from the table is just as good. Deep into nature's mystery, our miracle delves. Believe what you see. Now pull the stoppers out and swill. All as they draw the stoppers and wine, each of them ask for runs into his glass. Oh, precious nectar, now we will drink our fill. Mephistopheles, but this wine, please, you must not spill. They drink glass after glass, all singing. Oh, now we are having a cannibal feast, happy as 500 swine. Mephistopheles, this mob's on the free, watch them enjoying it. Faust, I think I'd like to leave now. Mephistopheles, wait a bit, and the real bestiality will show. You're not seen half of the fun, you know. Siebel drinks carelessly, his wine spills on the ground and bursts into flame. Help! Hell's alight! Help, I'm not on fire! Mephistopheles commands the flames. Sweet element, be still, be dark. To the company, this time just a slight purgatory spark. Sibyl, what's the idea? Just to wait, my fine square. We don't care for this sort of lark. Frost, you will pay for it if you try that again. Altmaier, I think we'll take him outside and explain. Sibyl, how dare you, sir? How dare you come here with the hocus pocus stuff? Mephistopheles, cork your mouth, ancient wine tub. Sibyl, skinny stick, insult us, would you? Brander, that's enough. Just wait, we'll kick him in the bum. Altmaier pulls a stopper from the table. Fire leaps out at him. I'm burned, I'm burned. Sibyl, it's magic. Draw your weapons. Wizards are outside the law. They draw their knives and advance on Mephistopheles. Mephistopheles with a solemn gesture. False word and shape compel mind and space by the spell. Be here, be there as well. They stop in astonishment and stare at each other. Altmaier, where am I? What a wonderland! Frosch, vineyards! Can this be true? Sibyl, and grapes right here to hand. Brander, look under all these green leaves. See these vines, these juicy grapes, bless me. He takes hold of Sibyl by the nose. The rest do the same to each other and raise their knives. Mephistopheles with another gesture. Illusion, let their eyes go free. We will not forget the devil's little joke. He vanishes with Faust. The companions let go and recoil. Sibyl, what's the matter? Altmaier, what is this? Frosch, what was your nose I had? Brander to Sibyl, and I've got yours. Now that's a funny thing. Altmaier, I'm shaking. It was like some kind of stroke. Get me a chair. I'm feeling bad. Frosch, but good. What's been happening? Sibyl, where is the fellow? If I find him, he will not escape scot-free after our quarrel. Altmaier, I saw him put the cellar door behind him. He rode out sitting on a barrel. I've got to lead weights in both my feet. Looking round at the table. God bless us. Is there any wine still there? Sibyl, it was a sham, all trickery and deceit. Frost, but I was drinking wine, I'll swear. Brander, and what about those grapes and why? Altmaier, now who says miracles are all my eye? So, this was a long chapter of the shenanigans in a bar. I'm glad if you're still here. Anyway, this image tells story about being more in this kind of higher conscious and a better place. But I don't know, we were down in this village here. So let's see what this can all mean. Heart chakra is making this reading to be something, let's say, something important. So let's see what's coming. We have this kind of Morrigan card is Liat Matcha. There's interesting energy here. There is for the full moon now in full moon in Aries. It's pleasure. Something. This was all about kind of pleasure seeking in that bar as well. Then we have a light message, which is I'm charismatic. And then we have this kind of herbal witch oracle. I have quite many cards here, but I took this We have here be a forest. Some interesting thing that there is also this big tree here. Anyway, let's put this now aside. You'll understand soon. What I see here, and I think before I take tarot cards, I have to look what this rune meaning is. So there was a little bit political thing in this Faust chapter, a little bit like aristocrats having a mess, partying it away, like I see here a pleasure. Not sure whatever it means, but there is something about pleasure seeking going on around in this reading. But this Wunjo is air element. It's symbol of joy, gladness, and hope. Interpretation: pleasure, comfort, harmony, prosperity, reward, success, fulfillment of desires. If Wunjo falls in the oracle, you can be happy because a peace rune is shown to you. Positive changes are ahead. Wunjo promises the clarification of matters that have been completely unclear up to now. Wunjo symbolize the triple flag, and under this flag, peace and union takes place. And that is very positive omen. This is also talking about peace and union. I don't know what is this then, this whole chapter about kind of having like a party going on. But let's see the cards. We are now just having a simple reading where I'm gonna sense now, using my intuition, what's going in the world and possible in your world. So, kind of seeing, are we in a paradise like this, or are we in a paradise lost like in that bar? What is going on in our world? So we have here 4 cards. First one is, what do I hear? So tuning in, what's happening now in October is what do I hear? Then what do I see? Then what do I feel? It's very meaningful for this heart chakra actually. And then lastly, but not the least, is what do I know? Do I know? And now we take, in the middle of this reading, we take these new cards of Secret Language of Your Soul. Let's have in the center of your reading this. This one. So let's start. What do I hear? Okay. There is Empress card, Mother card. This is Witch of the North. I mean, today in the other chapters we go to Witch's Kitchen. This is a season of the witch. There is really this Witch of the North. Some powerful woman is here. Kind of be a forest is aligning to this kind of very dark feminine who is very nature connected. But this is usually a mother card. And creator, creativity. Nurturing something. So I hear some, this I'm charismatic is even, there's some charismatic woman around. Okay, and then what do I see? Okay, interesting that they are both 3 cards. This is 3 of Pentacle. There's just this one eye elf and gnome. Maybe we read this little story soon. Or maybe immediately. It's good to follow what I feel like. What do I see is interesting. Like this is completely like having like a one eye to see everything. Almost like really being psychic. Let's find this. So this Tonttu is really like a house elf. It's about home, taking care of the home, elf of a place, being self-disciplined. It's like a slow process, feeling like a responsible to do something, peace at home, happy shifts or changes in life, and balanced family life. So the Finnish people and the nations related to Finnish people, they believed in the kind of elf of a place. So every house had that kind of protector. It's like, this is about what I see. There is some kind of discipline going on. So even the big project get done because this elf is really like a disciplined. And to balance this heavy working, the happy home space is important for that success. So now is good time to work on your house or at home to make it even more comfortable. It's about kind of ordinary life, working, and ability to enjoy that that work that you have done your part. But this can also be an omen that there will be some kind of changes in family, even a child that will come, like a birth of a child, marriage, or changing a profession or life change. It can give like a little like predictionable, but this is usually a stability and continuity, getting just wealthier. And these elves are very revere consciousness. They can start to fight if certain boundaries are not respected. It's a little bit serious attitude towards life and ordinary life. Yes. Watch out that you're not too like a perfectionist about how things have to be done. But this is, I see there is this kind of taking care energy. Okay. And this is what I feel. Okay. So there is 7 of Swords. There's really some kind of let's say shit in the world, a bit like in this kind of tavern. There was a lot of like a mindless party people. This is this kind of kakkias is some kind of mess. So there's some kind of thing that is not under the control. Let me find that. So this I feel, so there is contradiction, problems that have accumulated, lack of direct communication, dramatic attitude about small problems, creating problems, feeding the negative thoughts, negative expectation, disturbance, and like a belittling something or being defensive. So these kind of creatures are gathering where the energy cannot flow freely. So the old arguments or like problems are that they are feeding from that. They are gathering where we are holding our emotions and we don't take a critical step, even if we could. It's our own choice if we let this kind of problem makers attitudes or thoughts accumulate, or we are saying like, now leave me in peace and not have anything to do with it, or like clear them out. Do you try to tolerate some things that you shouldn't? Or are you judging other people? Are you able to forgive? Or are you carrying this kind of resentment inside of you? You might have, or you have goals and dreams, but your energy is not strong enough to create them if you don't liberate yourself from the other people's expectation. That you have taken your own. You have thought that they are yours, even if they are not yours, those expectations. They are taking your energy when it's not your stuff. So you can let it go and cut stuff that it's between you and some other people and find the freedom. People always judge others, and mostly when they are criticizing other people is to put their own ego up. Don't tolerate that somebody is underestimating you. Understand your judgment too. Our mind is willing to cut everything in half. The bad or the positive, negative or good. Nothing is anyway just positive or negative. And it just depends how you look at the situation. And don't let other people's opinion put you down or your self-belief that you don't care too much, don't take too much in some other people's opinion. If I don't believe in myself, it weakens me. Only me, I can interpret my own success or my failure. So I'm gonna take care of that. I'm surrounded by people that are supporting my spiritual growth, and I'm getting rid of those kind of kakkiais, this kind of shitty people who are just gonna cause me problems or make me feel not good. Yes, and I'm not take the mean talk too much in. Okay, so this feeling is somehow like feeling like a bit like inferior. Like you give too much importance to other people's opinion about yourself, who you are. You know who you are, and you don't have to like give that power to them. Okay, so now what I know. Wow, there is really the Knight of Wand. Sexy knight and this fire horse. So this fire energy is here. Somebody is meant to be this kind of black stallion, to shine in the way, even to be in the fire, and nothing can stop this horse. Maybe we read about a little bit of this. So now I see interesting connection to the fact like the devil was in that bar making this badly behaving kind of rats in the cellar big fire, but like there is like a positive fire one can have, but of course it can be negative energy too. This is, let's say, positive. This is about freedom, like a velocity, like a speed, excitement, bravery, physical action, taking risks, but taking control of your life, firepower, endurance, controlling your instinct and your passions, overcoming obstacles, and success. This I know you are successful. Maybe this what is in this line, whatever one is successful, there is a tension, and this feeling of tension is here. It's natural part of like interesting. Your card, the horse card, is also here, so it's twice showing this horsepower. You are this kind of black horse. You are this kind of like a stallion. And this is amazing. Like somebody is really like standing in their power. It makes me think about the next year, of course. I know like this is a knowing position. I know next year is a fire horse year. I think they're in this pile because this is really good omen for you. Things are happening and success as well. It's next to this. If you don't see the success yet, you will definitely see it in the horse year. Like horse year is next year, like a horse year, like a fire horse year, and this is here. Then we have also this card pointing out to that direction. So, wow. I think it's all about being in, this is very powerful, like Creator, this Empress card. This is keeping the home base safe. There is a lot of like, mastering stuff, but then there is this kind of feeling of some people gossiping or some outside energy getting to you. You should just not let it in. So what I know is that this card represents bravery, taking risks, and handling the situation well, and having a right kind of attitude about it. You have goal in your mind, and your skills are enough to get successful and get good result. The Lemminkäinen, who was the warrior or like lover boy who was taming this horse, had already learned a lot. And this card is all about handling your fire nature. And you can, if you handle this fire nature, you can just get more energy to everything you do. It's good to have a firepower. It's really related to this kind of Aries full moon also. That's very fire. Harvest moon is like a fire style full moon when it's Aries moon. Fire element is here. But anyway, this is a very good thing. You have everything you need to be successful. So don't be shy about it. Show your powers. Okay, let's see that advice card. Secret language of your soul is uncover your softer self. Beauty lies beneath, 45. So it could be a forest in the same line. I think before I read this, I'm gonna read this Liat Macho 23. It's often so that we are the most scared of that we actually succeed, that we are actually powerful. We have to handle this kind of possible like feelings that rise, like how when I'm in charismatic and I'm in a spotlight, how can I handle the critics? How I can handle this kind of people who there always is your people and there is like a people who are not agreeing, but it's a good to know if somebody is not for you, other people are really for you. So take it as a feedback, like okay, these people they really are not for you, but when somebody is for you, it's really like a evidently coming to you when you are yourself. Here, this card says the Liat Macho stayed with Chujulain in his final hours. Instead of leaving him when the hero is mortally wounded, the Liat Macho remains and fights his enemies. He represents loyalty even in dire times. Consider what is worth defending in your life. Where do your loyalties and priorities lie? Are you willing to see things through to the end, even when victory is not guaranteed? The Liat Macho can also represent protection from others around you. Those who are around you have your back and can be trusted allies. While Chujulain ignored the prophetic tears of the Liat Macho, do not ignore the good counsel of those trusted around you. And now we have this language of your soul. Final message for you, pile number 1. I think maybe this bee forest, I'm gonna read it in the end because it's a beautiful autumn-like energy as well. First is beauty lies beneath. There are times when we face life head on, and there are times when we are called to explore a softer, subtle way of being. You may have been feeling sensitive, unprotected, naked, as if your heart has been laid before for all to see. You may have lost touch with who you are and feel unsure in your skin and unsteady in your life. If so, you are asked to have patience with yourself. You are going through a process of unveiling, of becoming. You are shedding another layer of disconnection to experience life on a deeper level. The adjustment process may be confronting and you may feel overwhelmed by excess energy for a time, but your body will soon adjust. You are in time of exponential growth and discovery of who you are and what you think, feel, and believe. Take the time required to explore those areas with delicacy and open mind and heart. The struggle you are going through exists to help you cleanse, determine what is truly important to you, and let go of the rest. This card asks you to soften and surround yourself with people on a similar wavelength to you during this time. Spend time with those who are honest and gentle in their treatment of you, who are interested in building you up to be your best, most creative, expressive self without imposing their own energy and ideas. There may be people around you who are uncomfortable with you, with your change and exploration. Exactly this kind of bad party people. No matter what they say or do, continue to act in a way that honors your journey and your needs for softness and care. You are in process of discovering inner graciousness. There is beauty inside you that has been hidden beneath a thick skin for so long and too long. Feel that skin become thinner now and reveal your gentle beauty to the world. There's still some healing. You could do some healing with this and reflect on your life. What cycle are you in? Place your hands on your solar plexus. Ask yourself any of all the following questions. Okay, I'm gonna still give you these questions. In what area of my life and self do I feel strong? Where am I confused, weak, or acting outside my truth? Am I willing to transform my weakness into strength? What steps I'm willing to take to do this? Can I do this without breaching my current boundaries and needs? Who do I admire or find inspirational? What can I learn from them? What does it mean to be grateful or no, graceful? Is this quality that I can cultivate? What does it look and feel like to act graciously? How does grace strengthen me? How does softness protect and enliven me? And imagine yourself behaving in a gentle, graceful manner. Let this feeling uplift you and direct this energy into your immune system to nourish and strengthen it. Wow. And still this be a forest advice. This card is interesting because it is really talking to me about, it's the last oracle card of this deck. You are really coming to some kind of beautiful moment of being somewhere, really. So let's see what is advice to. Returning to a natural life is a dream many people have. It seems essential to live in the middle of the forest, to produce everything possible by oneself, to live wildly in order to be truly natural people. However, one can be a forest even on an ordinary day. Find a green space, make conscious choices, remember that we are all inhabitants of a planet that needs our care. If you have encountered this card, be a forest, woods, earth, animal, flower, tree, be a forest in your everyday life. I see it as like a grounding thing that if you feel anything is like somehow that there's so much happening, just ground yourself. This is also very like a natural related Empress. This is grounding in home. So it's really good for you to be in this kind of forest places, to go in the kind of autumn walk. You can say whatever it is, but this is your time to shine. And you should definitely surround yourself with people who bring you peace. Yes. Oh, I forgot still to take the current feelings of your person. Let's take them still now. So, pile number one. One more. It's nice to have this. So, pile number one. Current feelings of your person. It's not hoarding if your shit is cool. Your heart still works. Current feelings of person. God gives the hardest battles to his toughest angels. Check your Pluto placement. This talks about like darkness. Like what is that hard fight? Looks like you are indeed successfully doing something that not everybody are taking such tasks. Rosebud and Thorn helping to brainstorm a team to see bigger picture together and find new solutions. One is the rose. Select a word to catch a success. Wow, this is to really see what it means to be success, but your team could think about this. And the second is bud, is opportunities, and the thorn is obstacles and challenges. So what would you say about success? What is meaning that for you? What is opportunities and what is obstacles? It's always good to understand. This reading was now the obstacle was some people. It could be even like really like a not honest people who just wanna profit of your success. Like there is some discord that you should not be wounded by what somebody says when you are in shining your light, when you are in the spotlight. Of course, then anybody can say anything. That's the natural being king. You will be criticized when you're in that kind of position. So it's like you should understand being successful and being in power, being charismatic. You have to be able to handle critique and feedback in a good way. And then it's very important who you surround yourself with. That everybody who are getting close, you can trust 100%. Okay, this was your reading then, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading, pile number 2. This is reading where we're gonna read now Goethe Faust story. This is a chapter of Witch's Kitchen. And let's start with that, and this will be your card. So, a witch's kitchen. A low hearth with a large cauldron hanging over the fire. In the steam that rises from it, various apparitions are seen. A female baboon is sitting by the cauldron, skimming it, taking care not to let it run over. The male baboon with the young sits nearby, warming himself. The walls and ceilings are decorated with strange witch paraphernalia. Faust and Mephistopheles enter. Faust, I'm sick of all this crazy magic stuff. Is this your wounded therapy? This mess of raving mad absurdity? Advice from an old witch. Am I to slough of 30 years become as good as new by swallowing her stinking brew? God help me now, if that's the best hope you can offer. He's a man's mind. Devise no other method can we find, no noble balm in nature's treasure chest. Yes, the devil is now wanting to make the Faust 30 years younger. Mephistopheles, you're talking sense again now, my dear sir. There is another means to your rejuvenation, but it's a very different operation. I doubt if it's what you prefer. Faust, I wish to know it. Mephistopheles, very well, you will need no fee, no doctor, and no spell. Go out and on the land at once, begin to dig and delve, be primitive in body and mind. Be bound within, some altogether narrowed spare, eat food that's plain and simple, live like cattle with the cattle, humbly reap the fields you have manured with your own dung. Believe me, that will make you young, and keep you young until your 80th year. Faust, I'm not used to all that. It's not good now, trying to learn the simple life. A spade is something I could never use. Mephistopheles, then I'm afraid the witch will have to show us how. Faust, why do we need this hag? Can't you prepare the necessary brew? Mephistopheles, the devil's busy, sir. Why could I build 1,000 bridges by the time that stuff is distilled? I have the secret art indeed, but not the patience I should need. Quiet laborers' years must run their course. Time alone can ferment that subtle force, and there's a deal of ceremony to go with it. Too weird for me. The devil taught the witches her tricks, but she makes potions he can't mix. Seeing the animals, why look, what charming kit and kin. This is her manservant, that's her maid. To the animals, it seems your mistress is not in. The animals, dining out, up the chimney spout. She's been delayed. Mephistopheles, how long do her trips last, if I may be told? The animals, till we leave the fire, till our paws get cold. Mephistopheles to Faust. Delightful creatures, don't you agree? Faust, I think they are dreary, disgusting brutes. Mephistopheles, not at all. Their conversation suits me very well, as you see. To the animals, so what are you stirring there in the pot? Your damnable apes, what mess have you got? Animals, it's charity soup, very light to digest. Mephistopheles, I'm sure your public will be impressed. The male baboon, bounding up to Mephistopheles and coaching him. Oh, please, throw the dice. To be rich is nice. It's nice to be winning. Being poor isn't funny. And if I had money, my head wouldn't stop spinning. Mephistopheles, this monkey thinks a lucky thing to do would be to play the lottery too. Meanwhile, the young baboons have been playing with a large globe which they roll forward. The male baboon, the world is this ball. See it rise and fall, and roll round and round. Its glass it will break. It's an empty fake. Hear the hollow sound. See it glow here and shine. See it glitter so fine. I'm alive, it sings. Oh, my son, beware of it. Keep clear of it. You must die like all things. It's made of clay. Clay gets broken, they say. Mephistopheles, what's the use of the sieve? The male baboon, lifting it down. If you were a thief, I could tell straight away. He scampers across the female and makes her look through it. Look through the sieve. You can name the thief, and you mustn't say. Mephistopheles approaching the fire. And what's the pot? What's in the pot? What's this pot? The baboons, poor ignorant sot, doesn't know why the pot, why the cauldron's there. Mephistopheles, you insolent beast, male baboon, take this whisk at least and sit down in the chair. He makes Mephistopheles sit down. So this was first look into the witch's kitchen. I actually have here a cauldron. Let's put there a new little thing inside. I think it's good to have something in the cauldron when its cauldron is mentioned. Let's have a little fire here. Let's feel this story come alive. Okay. So we have here this kind of card. This was already, but I felt like I had no time to draw new. There is devil going to create some fires. Here in the story is like in the previous chapter, it was like a real man being like an animal while partying. Here the animals are actually sophisticated. It's like opposite. Let's see, what is this card? There's 20 Well of Slain. Will be one Morrigan card. There's for the full moon in Aries now. Is protection. Kind of like the apes were also, the baboons were also protecting the brew. Something about that. Dream big. I'm supported by the universe, so the light message is that. Then we have this Herbana Witch Oracle is a shoot. Something sprouting. Anyway, you will understand soon. On the bottom of this is a devil, and it tells me this whole reading is to little bit look into the shadow work. There is something here they are trying to liberate it. This is the shadow part of this reading, because bottom of the deck is always some shadow aspect. Something keeps you codependent. Something is that, but we will see. Same 15 number repeats here, and here are all these witches. Almost like this witch was actually away and left these faithful animals to steer the brew. but the witch herself is in some gathering. I don't know whatever it means, but there is that. Then Raidho is your rune. I'm gonna read that. Maybe it tells something you need to know. This is symbol, this element of air, riding, rider, chariot. Interpretation is travel, rhythm, spontaneity, evolution. Animal would be crow or steed horse. Raidho speaks of the exciting adventures of external internal journeying as well as the perpetual spiritual search of mankind. It takes its name meaning from chariot, wheel, rider, riding, but also considered a symbol of the wheel of life. The essential theme of Raidho are communication, unity, self-transformation, soul journey, and inner guidance. Raidho stands as a symbol of the rhythm of life and the journey through other worlds. It is associated with Odin's horse Sleipnir. Raidho provides order according to the natural laws and supports with wise advice and just judgments. There is also a close connection to knights. In modern times, Raidho can be an expression of a physical or spiritual journey or quest. With Raidho, advice seeker move forward to realization of a desired goal. For the future, this can mean that something is set in motion and in decisive right direction. Raidho invites us to follow the rhythm of life and to travel into the depths of the soul to approach the inner child. Raidho brings the questioner in contact with her feelings, experiences, and memories. This is high by rune and strengthens connection to higher self and to trust thyself. Very positive omen indeed. Sacral chakra is all about creativity, sexuality, but also understanding that you have to be enjoying your kingdom, being the king and a queen of your kingdom, not to fall like a martyr of it. Let's see now this Arcadia Goddess very intuitive spread. So we are using this erotic fantasy tarot for it. So this is very simple. It starts with what do I see, what do I hear. We are talking about this world we are living. We are all in the same, let's say, flower of life. We are all connected. What do I hear? What's going on? What do I see? What do I see? There is nice full moon there. It's already looking very full, this full moon in Aries, harvest moon. I see it. I see the full moon. What do I feel? And what do I know? And then we have here life full, this kind of new secret language of the soul. Gonna have that. This can be the healing in this reading. What needs to be now? Okay, so what do I? Nine of Swords. I hear there is a lot of this kind of mental suffering. This is that the dark night of the soul has lasted too long. You are waking up in your bed like it's totally not nice to sleep in this kind of feeling of having a lot of thoughts that kind of make you cold because it are not positive thoughts. Some problems or whatever you see around you that are worrying you. Too much worry. Maybe we immediately read this little text about it. It's gonna be good. Nine of Swords. The worrying goes too far. I hear worries, difficult nights, nightmares, confused visions of war and blood. The fatigue of the body is reflected in passion. Understand your nightmares, preserve your sleep from obsessions. Yes, you should have more peace. What do I see? Okay, interesting that I was just when I took this card, I was looking at moon. I didn't even turn this card yet, and I was looking at full moon, and here we have a moon card. So it is just magical to me. Like when I'm actually getting something in my head, not even seeing the card is actually the moon card. So I'm seeing there is full moon coming. It's like the 6th and 7th of October. This is, of course, mysterious, magical times. And maybe the witches are here all ready to celebrate Halloween times. Let's read this as well immediately. Powerful full moon energy is here. And I see it. Really see it. Overcome appearances, magical places for reflection. Explore your secret desires hidden behind your illusions. Introspection, look deep within yourself consciously and honestly. Yeah, it's time to, this is like, can be like a secret things, hidden things, but it's time to give this kind of space to feel it, to see it actually. Accept what does not, no, I'm reading from the wrong. Introspection, look deep within yourself consciously and honestly. It's like if you are seeing something, it's meant to look deep within. It's meant to look on those kind of hidden parts of yourself. Now is the time. Okay. Now it's time for that. Then we like what I feel. Wow, Two of Cups, there is a lot of love. This Jane is waiting to Tarzan. Is sitting on a tree, having cup ready to cheer. But where is my Tarzan? This is totally the choice card. To love somebody is to really like make that choice. It's a very important choice who you love. Here, I feel the choice is really like coming with like a true love. So I feel love. Care of the relationship, fantasy, waiting for a return. Keep alive the desire and longing for each other. Take care of your loved one. And that is really like a protection is here. There is amazing. Like somebody wanna really keep this love safe. There is this beautiful space to kind of cheer for this love. Wow. Okay, so what I know. Wow, there's another very beautiful maiden card. Four of Swords. I know that there is a resting period. There is a time to wait and rest and sleep like a sleeping beauty. Not always one needs to take action. And maybe it tells about the fact that what I hear here, a lot of worries, a lot of anxiety. But actually I know that the good sleep and the beautiful like a dream, you just have to stay peaceful and rest. And everything will be fine. Sometimes you cannot take action. And sometimes you just have to rest your sword. And I know like that's the right way to do. It was like she's here like it was like such a like a praying in the sleep. For a peaceful sleep. So rest and confidence. The sleeping lady. Sleep that leads to the rebirth of our senses. Enjoy resting and dreams so that our desires can live again, refreshed and awakening. Yes, there's time to rest, and there's time to just be in very this kind of feminine. This is yin energy, the moon energy. It's very feminine energy, which is also just being. And it's not, even if you're laying on this bed, here's also like resting, the same kind of position. Tells me there is time to rest. Somebody else have to run around here, not you. You are here loving and peaceful and resting, and that's enough. That's totally enough. And one day this kind of time is ready for action, but now it's very much this yin energy to just rest and be. Okay, let's see now this advice of secret language of your soul. Wow, beautiful yellow energy. 28. Release what isn't working. Let go and live beyond. Wow. There's so many cards I need to read that maybe I start by reading about this shoot, because it's very similar here. Well of slain, something is also like a geyser coming from the ground. There's something here. It feels to me like something is coming. Like when you are giving a birth, for example, you are asked to rest because soon you will have to use a lot of energy. So this is also like a protection, that somebody can sleep peacefully. Enjoy the quiet hour. Enjoy the moment when no baby is crying or things are not needed. Like sometimes it's really time to rest, but this shoot, whatever it is now for you. Every shoot has a choice ahead of it. It is the right time to open up and become something else, or should it still wait? Practicing and observing of the bud or shoot induces an internal reflection. Ask yourself if this is your time to bloom, or if you need more time to prepare. A bud is akin to an egg, perfect, open to what lies ahead, ready to be born a new life. Take inspiration from this energy. Wait for the right moment, the one you feel in harmony with your internal rhythm. And this moon energy is all about being aligned with your internal rhythm of nature. Sometimes it's time to kind of like how you say this is you call your caliber, how you sometimes must like even the computer you qualify, how you say, you're just taking your time to be aligned, let's say. And then it's time for action, but it's not now. You should not be fearful under this time of waiting. Okay, let's read this similar energy of something coming. So the well of slain, rejuvenation, healing, rest. Okay, the same message is here. Like rest, rest, rest everywhere, even here. In the wait, let's have the shorter message here. Healing can be a difficult path. It takes time and effort. Just as the well is hidden under the cairn, we must sometimes look deep within ourselves to find the parts of us that need healing. We cannot change the circumstances around us without first looking within to see what needs our attention. This is symbolized by the mists rising from the inner chambers of the mound. We are reminded to give ourselves the space and time we record to rest. True healing takes time. This marks a time of restoration and rejuvenation in your life. Yes, everything is about this rest. And while you rest, you are like releasing what isn't working. You understand more when when you bring things to calm. Let go and live beyond. Most people carry persistent tension and worry in their bodies without noticing, and this is exactly that what I hear here. That this is somebody who carry persistent tension and worry in their bodies. So they may be so accustomed to nervousness that everything they do contains varying degrees of strain. This can cause them to stay in the situations they know and have become comfortable to the point of stagnation and decline. It is time to tune into your body and recognize that the stiffness you carry is holding you back. Become aware of how your thinking keeps you tied to what you are used to and prevents you from moving beyond limiting ideas and habitual loops. And consciously breathe and release the tightness inside your muscles, shoulders, arms, chest, stomach, intestines, back, and legs. From this place of ease, explore new ways of responding. Resist the urge to react to situations out of habit or instinct. Recognize that the stress impacting you in the present is temporary. You have an opportunity to do things differently. Let go of the old, reactive ways of operating and find new ways of behaving, thinking, and perceiving life. You can ask, how can I make more time for my family, adventure, and creativity? How can I better my health, improve my well being, and learn more about my true nature and spirituality? That's for you. Let's still take current feelings of your person. File number 2. This one. This. So it's magic of you. You tick the boxes. Exists this company of one book you could read. Inner, outer resources, magic of the mind, creativity, intentions, action, power, manifestation, skill, magic, willpower, gifted artist. Okay, so somebody see you like a gifted artist. Then we have here, before you respond to someone, remember that your response is also an agreement to establish an energy connection with them, which may change your energy field and vibration frequency. Yes, it's important to understand, like, if you are in contact with somebody, they can influence you. And match made in heaven, 100% yes. Action now or never. Intention, dream, relationship, feeling aligned. Wow. Somebody is very much shooting arrow. Like, the beautiful thing is that here is also you have this feeling of like you just know there is love. You have very beautiful this sacral chakra energy here as well. You should not become a martyr. This can be a little bit martyr card if somebody is like dying, in the sense of like a using too much power to please others, people pleasing. It can make that, but this year is clearly having this rest. There is everywhere is this rest, and stay loving and being in your power. Okay, this was your reading, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading, pile number 3. I'm gonna put another smoke in this cauldron. We are today in the Witchess kitchen in the Faust. So we have to have some cauldron in the reading. Let's start reading the Faust and see what's coming. It's a bit longer chapter of part of this text. This is your card. Faust, who in the meantime has been standing in front of a mirror, alternately moving towards it and backing away from it. Oh, heavenly image! What is this I see appearing to me in the magic glass? Love, carry me to where she dwells, alas. Oh, lend the swiftest of your wings to me. If I so much as move from this one spot, if I dare to approach her, then she seems to fade. I see her as in misty dreams, the loveliest image of a woman. Is this not impossible? Can woman be so fair? I see in that sweet body laying there the quaint essence of paradise. How can one believe such things exist beneath the sun? Mephistopheles. Well, if a god has worked hard for 6 days and on the seventh gives himself high praise, you would think it would be reasonable well done. Look your fill at her now. I'll find a little darling for you of that kind. Then you can try your luck. If you succeed in winning her, you will be happy man indeed. Faust keeps gazing into the mirror. Mephistopheles, lolling in the chair and playing with the whisk, goes on talking. Well, here I sit, a king enthroned in state. My sceptre's in my hand, my crown, I still wait. The animals who have been scampering about with each other in a bizarre fashion and now bring a crown for Mephistopheles, offering it to him with loud screeches. Oh, sir, be so good as to mend this old crown with sweat and with blood. They handle the crown clumsily and break it into two pieces, which they then scamper around with. Now it's done. It falls down. We can talk, see, and hear. We can rhyme loud and clear. Faust gazing at the mirror. Oh God, have I gone mad? Am I quite distraught? Mephistopheles indicating the animals. I think I'm going a bit crazy too, the animals, and when our rhymes fit, we are in luck. That's the thought, that's the meaning of it. Faust as above, my heart's on fire, what shall I do? Quite quick, let's leave now, let's get away. Mephistopheles remaining seated as above. Well, one must certainly admit these apes are honest poets in their way. The cauldron, which the female baboon has been neglecting, begins to boil over, and great tango of flame blazes up in the chimney. The witch comes down through the flame, screaming hideously. The witch, oh, 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 you damned brute, you damned filthy soul, not minding the pot, you burned me now, you filthy brute. Sing Faust and Mephistopheles. What's this here? Who the hell are you? Who let you in? What does this mean? May hell's hot pains burn in your bones. She plunges the skimming ladle into the cauldron and splashes flames at Faust, Mephistopheles, and the animals. The animals whine. Mephistopheles, reversing the whisk in his hand and striking out with the handle of the glasses and pots. Split in two, split! That split your stew. That spoiled your cooking. I'm only joking. Hell hag, you groan. I beat the tune. The witch recoils in rage and terror. Do you know me now, skinny Cadaver's bitch? Do you know your lord and master? Why don't I smash you to pieces? Tell me why. You and your ape familiars, must I teach you some respect for my red doublet? What is this cock's feather my face? Have I been hiding it? You learned your place, old hag. I to name myself or not. The witch, oh master, pardon my rude greeting, but where's your cloven hoof, your horse leg, and your two ravens, sir, I beg to be excused. Mephistopheles, well, well, and so you are for once, it's true, I know. Some time has passed since our last meeting. Beside civilization, which now licks us all so smooth, has taught even the devil tricks. The northern fiends becoming a lost cause. Where are his horns these days, his tail, his claws? As for my foot, which I can't do without, people would think me ought to go about with that, and so, like some young gentleman, I've worn false calves since God knows when. The witch capering about. I'm crazy with excitement now I see our young Lord Satan's back again. Mephistopheles, woman, don't use that name to me. The witch, why, sir, what's harm it ever done? Mephistopheles, the name has been a myth too long. Not that man's any better off, the evil one, they are rid of, the evil is still going strong. Please call me Baron. That will do. I'm just a gentleman, like others of my kind. My blood's entirely noble, you will find. My coat of arms may be inspected too. He makes an indecent gesture, the witch shrieking with laughter. Ha ha ha! You haven't changed a bit. Still the same bad lad, by the looks of it. Mephistopheles to Faust. Mark well, my dear sir, this is how one deals with witches. The witch, tell me now, gentlemen, what might be your pleasure? Mephistopheles, a good glass of the you know what, but please the oldest vintage you have got. Years give its strength in double measure. The witch, suddenly, I bottle on this shelf. I sometimes take a swig from it myself. By now it's even quite stopped stinking. A glass for you can well be spared. But as you know, it's not for casual drinking. This man will die of it unless he's been prepared. Mephistopheles, no, it will do him good. He is a good friend of ours, and I can safely recommend your kitchen to him. Draw your circle, say your spell, pour him a cup without delay. The witch, with strange gestures, draws a circle and places magic objects in it. As she does, so the glasses and pots begin to ring and hum and make music. Finally, she fetches a massive tome and puts the baboons in the circle, where they are made to act as a reading desk for her and hold the torch. She beckons Faust to approach her. Faust to Mephistopheles, look, what use it all this to me? These crazy antics, all that stupid stuff, the woman's vulgar trickery, I know and hate them well enough. Mephistopheles, rubbish man, can't you see a joke? Don't be pedantic. You must understand, as a doctor she got to hawk and poke, if her medicines to take effect as planned. He makes Faust step into the circle. The witch begins to declaim from the book with great emphasis. Now hear and see, from one make 10, take 2 and then, at once take 3, and you are rich. For dozens score, but say the witch, from 5 and 6, make 7 and 8, that puts it straight, and 9 is 1, and 10 is none, the witch's twice times tables done. Faust, she's obviously raving mad. Mephistopheles, oh, she has still much more to say. I know it well. The whole book reads that way. It cost me more time than I had. A complete paradox, you see. Fills fools and wise men with a sense of mystery. My friend, the art's both new and old. Let error, not the truth be told. Make 1 of 3 and 3 of 1. That's how it always has been done. Thus, to their hearts' content they dogmatize, plague that they silly chattering crew. Men hear mere words, yet commonly surmise. Words must have intellectual content too. The witch continuing. The lofty might of wisdom's light, hid from the vulgar throng, it cost no thought, it's freely taught, we know it all along. Faust, what rubbish is the crone repeating? My head's half split by this entire performance. It's like some mass choir of 50,000 idiots bleeding. Mephistopheles, enough, enough, excellent Sibyl. Bring your cocktail, pour it, fill it the cup. Right to the brim, quick fill it up. This drink won't harm my friend. He knows a thing or two already. Many a strong potation he swallowed during his initiation. The witch, with great ceremony, pours the potion in a cup. As Faust raises it to his lips, it flames up a little. Come down with it. Don't dither so. Soon it will warm the cockles of your heart. You are practically the devil's bedfellow, and fire still makes you flinch and start. The witch opens the circle, Faust steps out of it. Let's go, you must keep moving now. The witch, I hope my potion whets your appetite, Mephistopheles to the witch. And if I can do you a good turn somehow, just tell me one Walpurgis night. The witch, here's is a song, sir, you might like to sing. You will find it has a special virtue in it. Mephistopheles to Faust. Do as I say, come, let's be off this minute. You must let yourself sweat. This thing must soak right through your guts. Then you shall learn how to appreciate your noble leisure, and soon, to your consummate pleasure, Cupid will stir in you, you will feel him dance and burn. Faust, let me look once more in the glass before we go. That woman's lovely shape entrances me. Mephistopheles, no, no, before you in the flesh you soon will see the very paragon of femininity. With that elixir coursing through him, soon any woman will be Helen to him. This was a bit long reading of this text, but it's interesting that this card, I picked from the old cards, I had no time to draw new. This is my way to try to draw the Ten of Cups. So it's perfectly showing this kind of perfect true love that now Faust saw in the mirror and was like, oh, I want that. But the witch made this brew and now the Faust became 30 years younger. Interesting, we have also here this kind of witchy card where it's really like some man busy with the woman. And then this kind of bat here throwing some nuts to it. When I saw this card, I actually thought about this new gossip about the Nicole Kidman separating with Keith Urban. I was thinking this is like a Nicole, and it's like, what's going on with Keith here? Bats attack. I don't know, but this is anyway. The Faust got now 30 years younger, so he also can get busy with women. So let's see what's coming. We have here Morrigan card is this kind of sorceress. Interesting, this really like a line with this kind of witch. As well, today is episode 7, so it's very aligned to this what we have. Soon I have to read the runes too. But this was actually what was happening in this episode. Then we have these moon cards. We have here creation. And we have here beginnings, which is also happening with the Faust. There is really like this kind of gate to a new world. Okay, light message is I'm creation also, and I'm committed. Being committed indeed is very important part of doing anything. You have to be really committed. Here, indeed, somebody is not so committed. It's not good. Here one more like Herbanovich Oracle is St. John's Wort. This is something also. Okay, I have to read now these runes. These are always a little bit like things that can predict something. So it's interesting to read that. So Eihwaz is this. It's connected to the lovers, the magician, and the star. Symbol is horse, dual power structures. Eihwaz consists of 2 elements which should embody not only loyalty but rather the existing trust between horse and rider. It also prophesies a harmonious cooperation of 2 forces that want to achieve the same goal. In ancient times, the horse was considered a sacred animal as it always stood by man as a faithful companion. Horse can also have untamed energy. Horse carries its rider and helps him to take part of his burden. Who rides a horse comes steadily forward. This is like 2 forces, like a masculine and feminine, like a polarity is here. It's somehow here also. Maybe like somebody is your ride and die. Here indeed it's like 2 women, but this is like kind of negative thing. Like, why can't you choose who you are with? It's kind of a little bit negative thing here. Then we have here also another rune. It's Tiwaz. Animal is a hound or wolf. Interesting. Astro is Sun in Libra, so we are currently having Sun in Libra. We have a Libra season. Tiwaz represents an arrow or a spear, which already suggests its meaning. It stands for the war god Tyr. He was once considered the main god of the Germanic people, and all Norse gods were subordinate to him. Tyr provided for order and is providing order and justice in the realm of the gods and also among humans. Yes. Tyr was later replaced by Odin. Anyway, this is whatever is coming here. I think we have to now take those cards. Let's see what is coming live. Today also symbol of Libra is this kind of like a balance here. So we do this kind of spread of Arcadia cards. So let's see. So I'm sensing now in the world what is happening. Currently now in October, what do I hear? What's going on? What do I hear? Do I hear? These two things. What do I see going on? What do I see? What do I feel? And what do I know? This is my own deck. Let me take from this Secret Language of Your Soul. We take one advice card in the middle. Is it this one? So here, interesting cards. Wow, it is full moon in Aries soon, and we have here welcome to this sacred space, stays magical, a moon card. So I hear it's a full moon period. I see in front of me even the very full moon already. I hear things are mystical and hidden. We have here also Judgment card. This is a prophecy card here about the Twin Peaks. There is this lock lady. So I hear the lock lady is busy. It's really like the witch in my tarot deck. Interesting. It's a bit like my alter ego, this lock lady. Anyway, interesting. It is here. So what do I see? 5 of Pentacles. Baby, don't worry, everything passes. So there's some kind of feeling of not having enough, or there's some feeling poor a little bit, but this mother fox said to the baby fox, like, okay, baby, don't worry, everything passes. So even things are hard. I see hard times, things will pass. There is guidance available. And what do I feel? Wow, but very positive stuff. 6 of Wands, victory card. Do what you love in the service of those who love what you do. Unicorn busy. Is interesting landing with this kind of gate. It's also like a gate where it's standing. And also High Priestess, see you on the other side. So it's totally like there is some kind of beginning, new beginning, and something magical is about to happen. I feel like there is some kind of transformation period when things are shifting to something new. Feel that. And then what do I know? Wow, again, very moon-like. Be a guiding light to others. So if here was do what you love in the service of those who love what you do, here is be a guiding light to others. Hierophant card. Be a teacher. Embody this kind of spiritual leader powers. And again, moon. So really full moon is here energically. Beautiful. And your advice is 12. Listen to inner guidance. Wisdom dwells within. And that is totally the both Hierophant and both High Priestess. This is kind of divine marriage even here. They are aligned. These are the spiritual leaders. So there's definitely now, here was listening like the mom, Here is like a prophecy. There is really time to use your intuition. Here the Faust was seeing this kind of ideal true love in the mirror. There is like a hunches of something beautiful happening. Yeah, no, this is a kind of bit negative here. Wow. Let's have this because this was very connected to this Witch's kitchen. What is this sorceress energy? It's almost like a missing illustration that I have no time to make, but is now here. Magic will manifestation tipping the scales. Wow, and I was talking about the scales. So this is like a Libra season tipping the scales. Wow. The Morrigan here as 3 sisters. Ah, there's 3 sisters here. Yes. Rages and dances, raising energy and weaving it into magic. One of the sisters transforms half woman, half crow. The second is deep in trance, and the third sister pours an offering on the altar, sealing their intent and desire into their spell. Above in the smoke, we see the battle they wish to influence. Their skilled magic tips the scales, making the outcome they desire a reality. Their chosen warriors win the day, while the enemies stumble and lose their nerve. This is not the first battle the sisters have influenced, and not the last. The Morrigan has been credited with influencing several battles, both historic and mythological. In the cat-made Tuirt, some Irish book, the trio of sisters was sent to distract the Firbolg when the Tuatha de Danann first arrived in Ireland. They conjured a magical rain of fire and blood, giving the Tuatha the time they needed to prepare for the battle. And divinely meaning, the sorceress does not leave things to chance. She weaves her will into the threads of reality. Her will can shape the future and influence the world around her. She knows magic is only as powerful as the one who wields it. When the sorceress appears, it signifies magic, and a strong will is needed for the situation at hand. You need to actively shape the world around you, whether that is through practical or magical means. The situation will not change, and the scales will not tip if you don't take action. Create the world you wish to have around you, weave it into the reality, thread by thread, through your own will and desire, and through the magic that is inherently within you. The sorceress can also appear when magic of any kind, good or ill, is influencing your situation. This creation power is here and is telling you you need to take action. Yes. Do what you love in the service of those who love what you do. What is that for you? What you feel that you love? That's in the feelings. You need to do that. I'm doing my tarot readings. What is that for you? St. John's Wort. You can read this card still. So this is for you. The St. John Wort is like a miniature sun encapsulating the essence of summer with its 5 golden yellow petals. These petals exude a renowned red oil celebrated for its calming effect on sunburn, symbolizing the full magical vibrancy of the season. Its great antidepressant power reminds you that there is always light even after the darkness. Don't lose hope, continue to believe in what is bright, and take inspiration from here. The card advises you to live in the here and now, try to limit worries about the future so as to reactivate your inner light. Yes, it's like a present moment is perfect, and you should understand that. Not to be too much in the past and the future, that doesn't serve you. And this guidance here is now listen to inner guidance. Wisdom dwells within. Pile number 3. Amidst the chaos of the world, it can be easy to lose touch with our inner guidance. If you are constantly busy and struggle to find a moment for yourself, you may have become overly fixated on external circumstances at the expense of internal balance. Your wise inner voice is sending you a message that will help place you on a healthier path. Give yourself the time and space necessary to listen. Do not let yourself be bombarded by outside noise. Open your heart and listen to the wise words of your inner voice. Your inner voice may come to you through dreams, inner knowing, signs, and patterns in nature. You may even find it reflected in the persistent inquiries and entreaties of friends and family who have been nudging you toward change for some time. Tune in and listen to this inner voice. Proactively implement its suggestions, and you will see the deep yearning of your heart manifest in the world. A dream you have been working toward for many years may be yearning to manifest or take a new form. Communication with your loved ones may require a softer, gentle, more loving approach. Maybe you feel the call to study or discover more about yourself and your spiritual nature. Know that although change can bring some discomfort, when you listen to your inner guidance and follow through it, the results will be worth it. You may feel so comfortable and attached to what you have and know that you are resistant to change, even if what you have and know are causing you to stagnate. You may be scared that discovering something new and different could challenge the comfortable rut of your life. This card asks you to find the courage to listen to your inner truth regardless of fear. Take a leap of faith and trust inner guidance to direct you down the right path. A prosperous future awaits. You need only listen. Wow. Listening skill so is important. And what was in this hearing? This moon, welcome to this sacred space, stay magical, and this prophecy thing. I think you have to take this beautiful moment for yourself. This lock lady is sitting there with a lock and kind of feeling everything, taking the time. And this is totally like a listening the inner guidance also here. I think I would focus on this particular thing. Listening is really golden. You don't always have to be speaking. Yes. It's time to listen to inner guidance. Okay, let's take the current feelings of your person. So, what is your person wanting to say to you? Your person of the highest best for you is, yeah, confident, chemistry, chill, positive energy, strength. Wow, there's this lion in a circus. See you like very strong, having strength. The older twin in twin flame connection often brings a wealth of life experiences, hard-earned wisdom, and spiritual insight to the table. Wow. Literally to the table. There is also a table here. Now they see you like this kind of older twin flame, and then your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. Interesting. Be patient. Sometimes the wait is longer because the blessing is bigger. And mystery to be solved. 2255111144883366. Third eye. Six senses open about something great that is gonna happen between you and your person. This connection is mind-blowingly beautiful and rare. Wow. Things are really getting magical here. Like in that magic mirror. One can see already. The Ten of Cup moment is coming. See you on the other side. High Priestess is also like advising you just to listen your inner guidance. You are getting through this gate to here. Ta-da! Okay. So what else I can say? I think this was a beautiful reading to do. Unfortunately, I couldn't draw this week, but I feel like it was a good thing actually to have these old cards. And maybe everything is kind of guided divinely. So when I couldn't draw, these are the cards you got. And it's nice to fish also from the old drawings. I love this card. This was my reading about the lost and found. This is a knight couple. If you want to see this reading, is one of my reading when I talk about like a beautiful true love couples, but what can go wrong. And this is a knight couple. And how they are strong and how they can lose it. It tells about that. But this, maybe there is something about you to understand what is the knight couple about. What is the fight? Here, listening the inner guidance is now what you need in your path. Now. Later we arrive here. Okay, thank you for seeing this. If you like, give me a like. Subscribe if you already didn't. I'm glad you are here. This is indeed sacred space for shadow love. This was my own deck. I'm happy always to have my own deck. And this was actually, if I remember, last card that I even designed in this deck. And I was so happy to kind of bind many cards together to this card. Because I made it like one by one. And I couldn't always know what is next. But I was like in the process making it and connect. Twin Peaks card. Interesting. But anyway, this was your reading. Thank you for seeing and bye.